Good afternoon, everyone. Alana here. I thought I would share some thoughts I have on cultivating the experience of belonging. I believe that everyone belongs to seeds. Just as everyone belongs to the earth, we belong to each other as a collective humanity. A regenerative currency is one that creates a place for everyone by design, so that everyone's fullest potentials are cultivated. How may a system like that make us feel? It makes us feel held, trusted, supported, and rouses in us the desire to care for it, improve it, and introduce it to others. Not everyone yet belongs. This isn't necessarily an issue of ideology, marketing, branding, education, outreach, collective healing, colonialism. We could take on that lens if we want to, but for me, this is a primary issue of capacity. How many people can the Seeds community presently be held to have this sense of belonging? How can it be developed to have the capacity to hold the world? The technological infrastructure of Seeds, including the blockchain, the app, the website, the DHO, the Telegram, and all the other various elements, create a framework for facilitating this sense of belonging. And I do know that there are some future ideas for technology to be developed. As we grow in number, the technology must transform in order to increase its capacity to hold more and more people. However, it is the community which generates the sense of belonging and is enhanced by tech infrastructure of seeds to reach out to humanity. And what I mean by that is if we really generate that sense within ourselves and within each other as a seed in and of itself, a community seed, then the technology that we create is just an enhancement of that. Okay, so I've sat down and thought of what are some elements of belonging, and I came up with 6 elements of belonging that I think could help us increase our capacity to hold a larger community. The first element are stories. Who were the original founders, and what has been their journey so far? Who is part of the DHO? What do they like to do with their time? What responsibilities do they like being held accountable for? Where would they like seeds to go next? A sharing of humanity would welcome new people to share their own humanity, and it will allow people to see who they're going to belong with. Number 2, responsibility of reach. When a child is first learning to walk, ride a bicycle, swim, we stand at the ready to reach out if they require a boost, get stuck, or get off balance. We want them to try things, we want them to try these things and have the confidence that if it goes wrong, then there will be someone out there that will reach out to them to give them a boost or to check in on them to make sure it's going well for them. If someone gives up on seeds, then we all failed as a community in some way, and it's up to us to figure out how to show up differently the next time. Next, spreading power around. Just like migrating birds, those breaking the wind shear at the front cycle, sorry, let me read that again. Just like migrating birds, those breaking the wind shear at the front cycle out and rest towards the back, at which point the next line of birds take a place in leadership. This natural transition and cycle of momentum keeps the whole flock from burning out. A culture of promoting voices, setting up experiments for prototyping new ideas, and scaling things that work really well builds a capacity for this. 4, making invisible visible. As communities work together, they start generating a lot of knowledge of workability and operational procedures. These are often invisible systems that operate because people know each other and decide to keep interacting in certain ways. If these systems are made visible and explicit, then they can be passed down to newcomers and also modified and improved over time. 5, being present. Sometimes groups get carried away with tasks, outcomes, jobs, and other activities, which may lead to mission creep. Individuals or groups enjoy working on whatever it is they are attached to, may lose sight of the well-being of the whole community. Oftentimes, what is necessary is to do nothing. Just be present and just visit with and be present with others. It is beneficial if everyone at some point takes a break from their individual tasks and reconnects with the energy of the collective itself. 6, transformation. Every time a new person is added to the community, they are not just another person. They are a whole universe of experiences, interests, and needs. To welcome someone new into the community must be prepared to transform in order to hold space for them, and the incoming person must be ready to transform to hold space for the community they are joining. This may lead to conflict, tension, or stress, which the community must have tools, systems, and capacity for all its own. Other ways of thinking. Are there other ways of thinking about the experience of belonging, and how can we build capacity for it in seeds? Thank you so much for your time starting this conversation with me. Much love. Thank you.